Hey, what's going on, guys? Smooth here, and I have some Black Ops 3 gameplay for you guys. I got a 106 to 5 gameplay on EVAC domination, playing some ground war. For my class setup, I was using the VMP with grip, rapid fire, quick draw, and extended mags. And for my streaks, I was using the Wrath, which is the stealth chopper. From Black Ops 2, I was using the Hater, which is the VSAT, and I was using the Raps, which are essentially dogs from Black Ops 2. And for my specialist, I was using the Scythe, which in my opinion is the best specialist to just go rushing around, getting as many kills as you can. And before I forget, I also got a nuclear medal in this gameplay, so for those of you who like those type of things, make sure you keep your eye out for that. Now in this video, I decided to do something a little bit different. Over the past couple of days, I've had multiple people come up to me, mainly through Twitter, some people in comments on YouTube, but mainly through Twitter, asking me how to get 100 pluses and what's the best way to do it. And I figured that I would give you guys a couple tips, kind of give you my mindset on what I'm doing in game, I guess, and just what I do in general to get the 100 kills. So let's get into it. So off the start of the game, what I usually like to do in domination is I like to go straight to B as fast as I can. I like to beat the enemies there if I can. Sometimes I don't, but most of the time I do because I use the movement to get there quicker. And what I like to do off the start of the game is I like to try to get a couple capture kills if I can and just try to rack up those score streaks really quick off the start. The faster you get your VSAT, the better off you're gonna be. Getting the VSAT is very, very important. And once you get the VSAT, you want to make sure you stay alive and chain your streaks together. Most of the time, unless you're going completely balls deep in the spawn and you are going off, you're usually not going to get another VSAT within your first VSAT. But you want to make sure you stay alive, and you want to make sure that when that first VSAT leaves you, that you're very, very close to your second one. I cannot stress this enough. Chaining streaks is very important. Momentum in this game is extremely important, more than other Call of Duties in my opinion, because I feel like once you lose that momentum, it's very, very hard to get on another streak. You get what I'm saying? Because the VSAT is a lot more difficult to get in this game compared to Black Ops 2. I believe it's a higher score streak too. It's like what, 11 something or 1200 points for a VSAT or a Hater. So chaining streaks together is very important, and you just want to make sure you can do that. But at the same time, like I said, you want to play smart. You don't want to go balls deep all the time. Anyways, so off the start, try to get the B as quick as you can. Try to get a few capture kills, and don't get too greedy. That's another thing. I cannot count how many times that, I was so close to my streaks and I got too greedy and I challenged something I shouldn't have challenged. In this game, you don't want to do that. It's not like Modern Warfare 3 almost. I'm just going to compare that game because in that game you could rush a lot and you can go balls deep and you can just challenge multiple people at the same time. In this game you cannot do that. You cannot challenge multiple people at the same time. So don't get too greedy if you're close to your streaks. Be patient and wait for them to come to you. I'm not saying you have to camp, because in my 100 pluses I don't camp, but you just have to know the different situations and know when to push and when to sit back and wait for them. To give you a perfect example of when people usually get too greedy is when they have their VSAT up and they get all their streaks. I cannot count how many times I've seen people get their Hater, get their Wrath, and get their Raps and call all those streaks in, and then all of a sudden their playstyle changes and then they just go balls deep. They try to get as many kills as they can. Don't do that. I am a victim of that too. I do that all the time too. But when you go that hard in the spawn, it doesn't matter if you have a VSAT up or not. 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up dying, and I cannot count how many times that it's happened to me, and I've seen people on stream that I've watched died because of that. Just because you have a VSAT up doesn't give you the right to jump in front of 5 enemies in Black Ops 3 and expect to kill all of them. That is the most crucial time, Because remember what I said before, you have to chain your streaks. That is the most important thing in this game. You want to chain your streaks. You don't want to get all your streaks and then like halfway to your next VSAT die, because right around that time, your first VSAT is going to run out, and then guess what? You're dead in the water and you're exactly where you started out beforehand with no VSAT, nothing on your score streaks, and then you have to work your way back up to a Wraith and a VSAT, which is what, another 11 kills, not counting capture kills. So those are just a few tips. I hope those help some of you, and I hope some of you can translate that into your gameplay and maybe pull out a couple hundred pluses yourself. That being said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know if you guys did like me kind of, giving tips and stuff. If you do, then I'll be glad to give you more. Just let me know. And until next time, guys, peace. And thank you so much for watching.